Morning, everybody. I just want to say thank you very much to everybody who likes, shares my content, and as well also sends me messages on Instagram and Facebook about different questions that they have. It's really nice of you guys, and I will be happy to always answer every single one of your questions. One question that I got, I have to answer it. This young man sent me a message saying, he's getting a little frustrated that he's not where he wants to be right now in his business. I said, okay, well, how long have you been at this for? And he said 11 months. Now, when he told me 11 months, that's where I almost fell off my chair, because for those who know me have known that I've been, at this for a very, very long time. And it just baffles me how sometimes people don't understand the amount of patience it takes before your business can really blossom into something. Now, the best example I can give, and the most tangible one, and I'm always going to revert back to this, so just bear with me, guys, it's mixed martial arts. So I've been, training mixed martial arts for, over 15 years right now. And I TriStar Gym, and, these athletes are amazing. Now, let me tell you what they have to go through in order to become world-class athletes. These kids train twice a day, every single day, 6 to 7 days a week, in order to become the best of the best. I don't see them going out drinking. I don't see them missing practice. These guys are dedicated, and you can tell when they go into the ring. The ring is the truth teller. You know what I mean? If you're good enough, it will show in the ring. The problem with business is there is no ring. You know what I mean? There is no way that somebody can just say, I'm really good at this. So for example, on Instagram, you can say I'm a pro MMA fighter, and people usually put, how many fights they've won and stuff like that, and you can check it out on the internet. There's kind of a proof of where you're at in the layer cake. Whereas with entrepreneurship, you can just write, entrepreneur CEO, and boom, you're an entrepreneur CEO, but you haven't actually put any of the work in it to actually really call yourself that. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not, I'm not being a black cloud on everybody. I'm just telling you that understand what it takes to become a world-class businessman, and what it takes before things are really going to start to develop for your business. I'll give you a personal example for me. So my first business was in the music industry, but before I ever stepped into the music industry, I was DJing for years and years and years. So every single day I would come home and I would practice and I would practice and I would practice 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day. So while my friends were having fun outside, I'd be practicing DJing. And by the time I was 18, I already had my first residency in a nightclub, and then I started playing in raves and in after hours, et cetera, et cetera. And by the time I started producing my own material, and by the time I started start my first record label, I already had 8 years in the game, and I was a newbie. And when I started producing, I started working with different producers, and then I stepped away from production and started becoming an executive producer because I felt that was really where my skill set was the strongest. You're looking at another couple of years, and I would say I only really started producing world-class music probably the fourth album. So when I hear something like, after 11 months, I'm frustrated because my business is not where I'm going to be, I'm like, you need to practice patience. You need to practice patience. And, I've said this before, I'll say it again, a little bit less narcos, a little bit more work. You have to put in that work. If those world-class athletes have to train twice a day, 6 to 7 days a week, and sacrifice everything to become world-class, what do you think you have to do in terms of business? Especially business. There's no barriers anymore. You know what I mean? You're competing with the whole world now, especially on the internet. So with that, I hope I'm giving you guys a little bit of perspective, especially the young up-and-comers. If you have any messages or whatever, send them to me. I'm happy to answer your question, but I'm going to do it on these videos, so it's at scale. And with that, search forward, my friends, and add me on Instagram, Awane Jones, Awane Jones. My Twitter, Awane, and Facebook, Awane Jones. And subscribe to this YouTube channel. Click that bell every time I'm going to send out videos. There are always going to be knowledge bombs. I have nothing to sell. I just want to share a little bit of, a little bit of this experience that I've acquired over the years. And with that, have a nice day.